Hi Cancer, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-April 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight. And after the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play, as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Six of Arrows. So this is Aquarius energy here, and usually it's an energy of moving to calmer waters. So this could just be saying that maybe in the past you and this person might have gone through a bit of a rough stretch with each other. Maybe there's some arguments that might have taken place. Maybe this took place during Aquarius season as well. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Five of Swords. So yeah, Aquarius energy here as well. So yeah, ultimately, if we look at the artwork there, looks like there is some regret. So the Five of Swords energy can point to ego conflicts, but here, with the artwork in this deck in particular, it does look like there's actually some remorse around that, right? So yeah, maybe they might have said some things that they regret now, and you might realize that as well, and that could be why there was an attempt to restore the balance and a connection in the past. Present energy on your side, we have the Seven of Coins. So Taurus energy here. And this could just be saying that ultimately you might view this person like there's a gap between the two of you, right? As far as more or less, I'm thinking probably emotional maturity in this regard, in this context for the reading, but that's primarily what I'm seeing with that. So you might feel like, for example, there's Seven Pentacles, right? So you might feel like, okay, this person might have 70% of what I'm looking for, but the other 30% seems to really jump out at you. Present energy on their side, we have Temperance. So Sagittarius energy here, and yeah, this could ultimately just be saying that now they would like to restore the balance, right? So maybe they're coming across with more confidence now in the way they communicate. For some of you, maybe it took a little liquid courage, right? Because we do see some beverages being poured here, so maybe that was what really helped loosen their inhibitions. But yeah, either way, it looks like in the present they are coming forward and trying to restore balance with you. Alright, in the near future position on your side, we have the Princess of Arrows. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Swords in traditional tarot. If we look at the artwork here, I think of that term butterflies in the stomach. So actually this could just be saying that now in the future you're actually going to be feeling more optimistic toward the connection with this person, and possibly feeling like your feelings are sparked up again. And you might want to communicate those feelings, but have a little bit of nervousness around it. And future energy on their side, we have the Six of Swords. So funny enough, you have that in the past on your side. Here we see it in the future on their side. If we look at the artwork here, it does look like what I usually think of when I see this artwork is that these people are genuinely making an effort to connect, right? So ultimately, this could be a continuation of what I was saying with the Temperance energy, where, like I said, it looks like they'll try to restore the balance. And to me, this points to them actually putting in the effort to make sure the connection between the two of you is improved. Alright, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Ten of Arrows. So yeah, this could say that at one point you might have thought of communicating to this person that you wanted to end things. For some of you, maybe you did, right? And that could be where this past energy is coming from, saying that there was already a separation between the two of you, but with that one arrow pointed toward the cards on their side, could just be saying that, maybe that was at the very least a thought you had. Could be 50-50 as to whether or not you communicated it, but now as we see, it looks like you do want to reopen things, or you will in the future anyway. Alright, and the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, with the artwork here, it could just be saying that maybe this is where they might put their foot in their mouths at times, maybe because they might have a rejection wound from when they were younger, So it could just be one of those things where it might sound goofy, but maybe that's really where they get in their own way at times, right? Because they have that fear in the back of their minds of rejection. So even if they want to say something more heartfelt, they might come out the wrong way. But that's what I see with that. We'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles. Alright, just going to cut the deck and pull a card. And next, I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles now. Alright, and take this card. And we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. Alright, we have chemistry. It says the attraction you feel is mutual. So yeah, like I said, well, I feel like chemistry wasn't necessarily the issue on your side. It seemed more like I said, you might have had your doubts as to whether or not you could take this person seriously, right? Like I said, if you might have felt like there was an emotional maturity gap between the two of you, but definitely looks like there is a mutual interest for sure. And like I said, it looks like they will be making more of an effort in the connection. All right, and we have Chaos and Conflict from the Wisdom Oracle deck. There's the artwork, the number is 33. And at least from what we're seeing in this spread, that seems to point more to what might have already taken place in the past position, but we'll see what it has to say. All right, the relationship message says stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, and what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear, and you will be in a much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a new path for growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. So yeah, that was an interesting message there, because like I said, it seems like from what I'm seeing here, it looks like the conflict already took place between the two of you. So maybe it's just a matter of, like I said, maybe as you do approach things from this point forward, just, keeping an open mind to see if things can actually improve. And if that's the case, it looks like the cards do support improvement. So, hope that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.